We are back with another interview here in Dunwoody where we meet with great celebrities. I am Mark Galvin with Discover Dunwoody, and we are so happy to introduce all of you to Monica Smith. She is the president and CEO of Southeast Tourism Society. Monica, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Why are you in our office today?
Well, we are planning for one of STS's major events in the final planning stages today for STS Domestic Showcase, which is a regional marketplace for group tour buyers and suppliers, as well as PR suppliers and travel writers and influencers.
So you're bringing people together that have a need, and well, everybody has a need there, right?
Everybody has a need.
Yeah,
yes.
the writers need to meet with the right people, and the people that want them writing about them need to know them, and so
Yes.
you help create, and that's not all I know, but that's kind of a good summary of what you guys are trying to achieve there.
Right. We connect them and give them an opportunity to meet one-on-one for 10-minute appointments over 2 days, while the city of Huntsville, Alabama, and Alabama Tourism Department get to showcase their city and state.
Oh,
to
that's
those
awesome.
folks as
Isn't
well.
that great? So, thank you for joining us today, right after the end of the meeting. They've had a long meeting here in the office, so I appreciate you taking a little extra time. We got to get her out of here so she can go and beat some traffic. But before then, how did you end up in this role? What was your travel? What was the route that you took to get to this current position?
Well, STS is a regional association, so my career has kind of taken me all over the country, and I did not become aware of STS until I moved to Georgia. So a little bit about the organization. It was founded 40 years ago. We're celebrating our 40th anniversary.
40 years
yes.
ago, goodness.
Founded 40 years ago, 1983, by the gentleman that was Georgia's first state tourism director.
Oh, okay.
And it was a regional partnership with
Good.
7 states focused on marketing opportunities, co-op marketing opportunities from a regional perspective, education and networking, as well as advocacy support for tourism. Advocacy with our elected officials to convince them of the importance of tourism and laws that would help facilitate tourism funding and tourism resources throughout
That's
the
terrific.
region.
So in a way, you're kind of an association for destinations.
We are, yes, a trade association for destinations and other partners that want to work specifically with tourism entities.
Got it.
So,
All right, good. For all of our non-travel folks in the business, we all know STS. As a matter of fact, right before the interview started, I was saying Southeast Tourism, but it's the Southeast Tourism Society. I got to practice that for the interview because I'm just so familiar with you. You guys have done this work for so many years, so we appreciate that.
but I will tell you about my path. You asked me that.
Yes,
So
that's
let me
right.
tell you about my path. Moved to Georgia in 2010 to lead Visit Macon, the organization that's now Visit Macon. And at that time, I met my predecessor, Bill Hartman Jr., who started actually on the search committee for me. And then once I was settled into Macon, he said, Monica, I really want you to get involved with STS and come learn about what we do. And I joined the organization, obviously, because the CVB was a member of the organization, got involved, eventually joined the board of STS, and really loved the fact that STS was focused on really 4 pillars. And that's the pillars of education and professional development, advocacy at the local, state, and federal level to support tourism initiatives, recognition programs for all the great work many organizations are doing, whether they are small, medium, or large in the region, and then the networking opportunities that is so critical in the work that we do.
So you've been involved at STS for longer than the tenure of your current role.
Yes.
What's your total time of involvement there?
So I've been involved with STS for about 13 years now,
wow.
and then
Okay.
I'm coming up on 5 years as president and CEO of the
Outstanding.
association.
Outstanding. So the question that I always like to know is, why do you do what is the why? What is the there's the need out there. How do you what is the need, and how do you guys satisfy that for your destination marketing and other partners?
One of the important lessons I learned in my professional career is that tourism is economic development.
Absolutely.
And I think providing education, advocacy resources, the networking opportunities for members from different states, because things that may happen in Georgia, there might be different programs or resources in North Carolina that Georgians can use, or in Arkansas, or what have you. And so I think having that regional network so that we understand what other states might be experiencing with tourism successes and issues that we can learn from, prepare for. I think that type of information being shared amongst the region just really makes us stronger.
Sure.
It makes our industry stronger. It gives our members more resources to help them in the jobs that they do. It gives our vendors a wider audience to share their products and services with to help tourism destinations and attractions and the lodging properties that are a part of STS be successful.
So we don't have to recreate the wheel, right?
We don't.
Yeah. So if our partners in a state that's within the society is doing something, you guys can be a resource for that, for another destination to try to learn those pieces.
And that's part of our recognition efforts. If we see that another community is doing something really great or innovative, or went through an experience where they can share, lessons learned and best practices on how to handle this situation, those are the things that we want to highlight, so our members know that there is a network of professionals that I can go to get advice or support or resources, or find out about vendor services that they've utilized in the past. And another way that we do that is through our coffee and conversations that we have bi-monthly for our CEOs and executive directors, and then our sales and marketing professionals also have.
Okay, good. This begs a question. There's a thought that comes to mind is you have member organizations that are not really harnessing your resources. Are there ways that they could harness those resources a little better than potentially they are? Maybe it's that peripheral member org that is not really engaged yet. What can they do to get engaged, to take advantage of these great
That's
values?
a great question, and I think it's good for us to remind members that we're a trade association, so the company is a member, which means that every person on their staff has access to STS resources. So I think one of the things any leader that is a member of our organization can do is just make sure that we have their updated staff listing.
Oh, wow. There
so
you go.
that their employees are receiving the email communications that we send out about the programs and education that's available for them.
That's great.
Webinars or the conferences or events like Domestic Showcase, all of those are resources that multiple staff members can take advantage of.
I love that. We have burned through our time, I feel like, so I do want to quickly mention that Madison in our office, we're looking at having her go to the university.
STS Marketing College.
Marketing College.
Yes.
And I think that it's a really great opportunity because it's a 3-year program, is that right?
Correct.
Where staff members can go, and I love the idea, not only do they get to learn new things, but they also get to network with people in the industry. So we like that a good bit. Where can people go to learn more about Southeastern Tourism Society?
Well, they can always check us out on social media, but when it comes to the specific details of events like STS Marketing College, Domestic Showcase, or STS Connections, the best place is to go to our website, which is southeasttourism.org, and go to the events tab and be able to see all of the great events that we have throughout the year.
Perfect.
And the details about registration and speakers.
Perfect. And I said it wrong again. I said Southeastern Tourism Society. That's not it. It's Southeast Tourism Society, STS, as we all know and love. Monica, thank you so much for joining us.
Having me.
Yeah, absolutely. We love sitting down and talking to great people like you and carving out a little bit of your day. I know taking some valuable time out of your day is something that we don't take for granted, so thank you for that. For the rest of you folks, we're so glad that you tune in and watch another one of our episodes here. I am Mark Galvin, and I am with Discover Dunwoody. We produce this. Our producer is Madison Holtz. Our sound technician is Emily Inser Gibson. On behalf of the entire Discover Dunwoody team, thank you for watching. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media using the handle Discover Dunwoody. Or you can also check out our website at discoverdunwoody.com. Until next time, enjoy the day and go out and discover Dunwoody.